Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Collectors Podcast. This is your boy, Teboho. I'll be catching up with the Chelsea transfer news. So, if you haven't subscribed, please kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, guys. Please kindly subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. Actually, it's so hot, man. So hot. Let me do this. I'm back. Big up, Dante. How are you?
Tobago, big up. Yeah, good, thanks. Very good. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, bro. I'm good, thanks. I thought you're sleeping right now.
No, it's good time. It's just 11. It's 11 p.m. now at night. So, yeah, it's a good time. Perfect time, actually.
100%, 100%. Anyway, before we talk about the transfer, how is it a feeling to be the world champions, man?
Well, that's why I'm very good. I'm gonna be very good for quite a bit. I think till the new season starts, I'm gonna be extremely good. Till we lose a game, I'm gonna be extremely good. So amazing feeling. Obviously, going through all the social media and just loving all the media and letting the ones know that we're vile and disgusting against our manager and Clear Lake. So yeah, it's been pretty fun. Yes. And I'm not the only one. It's good to see there's a lot of people out there really giving it to a lot of other people. And because some of them think they can just get away with saying, "Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm back now. No problems. Nothing happened. I never, what? No, not that easy. It's not happening like that. I'm sorry."
Yeah, I agree with you. That's why if you're watching me on X, I'm going to cook people one by one. Every day I'm going to share what they were said about Enzo Maresca, about the squad, especially for Enzo Fernandez, those kind of things. Just to let him know, these players are human beings. Even Enzo Maresca is not perfect, but at the same time, bro, he's
Of
trying.
course.
And then he did massively at Chelsea. So, but people won't see that.
No, yeah, and I saw that some people giving it to Enzo. I'm like, what? Seriously, my goodness. I mean, come on. He just won everything with us, and he's been a very important piece, one of the most important pieces. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with some people, but it's good. Yeah, we know who the ones are that are not real Chelsea supporters, but to them, and I'm going to let them know for a very long time. They can't just jump ship now and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," after all that hate and abuse. No, it's not that easy. I'm sorry. You're not coming back on that easy. It's not happening
Yeah.
like that. There's a long road and a long way back, because you know what's going to happen next season. We lose 1 or 2 games in a row, and we probably will, because it's a very long season and every team loses. They'll just do the same
Yeah,
thing. So yeah, I'm sorry. Some of those are just haters. They've just got one or two favorite players, and they support Chelsea because of it. It seems they don't really love the club. They're more after their own for themselves. They're very selfish. So yeah, no, I don't like people like that, and especially the ones that really let it all out and we're really disgusting about it as well. It's okay to criticize. I know a lot of people stuff that criticize. You criticize sporting directors. I've criticized Maresca a couple of times, some players. It's okay to criticize. It's fine. It's just part of the game. But when you take that next step and you go to Minerals and you join that Minerals cult, and then that goes beyond football. It's another step beyond football, and it's pretty disgusting. Yeah, so there's no coming back for those ones that went there and did that. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna let that go.
yeah, I agree with you. And big up to Mood Swazini. He says up the fucking Chelsea. Big up. But also, we have someone here, but his comment doesn't show on the stream. I don't know why. but it's showing on X. Says, let's go, brother. Big up. His name is Tomiwa. Tomiwa. Big up also Tomiwa. I don't know why it's not showing here, but I just saw your comment here. I appreciate it. Guys, if you're new, please kindly subscribe to the channel. It's free and also it's helpful so that the community can grow.
Have you hit
So
that
we have the news
1,000,
about,
Veiga?
yes, 1014 and
Wow,
14 right now.
awesome. Thanks, guys. That's great.
Especially after winning that match against PSG. I think that was helpful.
Yeah, and you did a couple of the streams as well. So yeah, 100%. Well done. You deserve it. Hopefully, there's a lot more coming your way.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And guys, like always, thank you for helping me to reach 1,000 subscribers. But we need to get more than that. So let's go slowly but surely. Hopefully, I can get to 1,500 as soon as possible. And also, I think tomorrow, if I'm free, I'm going to do another Blue Coat stream because Strasbourg seems like they are busy and I'm not doing any stream about them. So hopefully, I can
Yeah.
do a stream about Blue Coat tomorrow.
They've signed a couple of
So
really strong players, and we're going to send them 3 very good players as well. So yeah, even though they're going to lose a couple of players, I think they might be getting
they'll be
stronger.
okay.
I wouldn't be surprised they get a little bit stronger next season.
100%. I think Liam Rusin, I think is going to be happy with those signings.
Yeah, 100% is part of it.
So
Yes, and obviously Clear Lake are part of that because they're Blueco basically, but they were in America as well talking about transfers, and they're giving them the budget, they're giving them the money to spend, and they're getting some really good players.
and also before we go to the Joao Felix news, right? Where are those people who said Todd Bowley and Clear Lake are here for money? They don't want to win trophies. What is
Mm.
that? Did you say Todd Bowley was holding the trophy? Was not was he not happy?
And emotional as well, not just happy.
Come
I
on.
saw them emotional as well, so it just tells you how much they're really into it and how much they actually love the club, the project. And you see them at all the important games. They try to make it every single time, appearances to a lot of games. They fly across the world to make it. So yeah, you got to tip your hat to them. I think they've done an amazing job, and there's still more to come. It, like a lot of people said, and like I said, this project will start probably around when they first came out, and then they laid out the blueprint what we're going to do after that. Yeah, look, it's going to take around maybe 4 to 5 years for us to really go through it a bit, but there's going to be a big reward at the end of it. So, and then a very good sustained period of time, a long period of time, because all these players are going to be in their prime in the next couple of, they still got 2 or 3 years to go till they hit their primes, these players. So yes, they put us in a great position. It took a bit of pain, a bit of time. I knew it would. A lot of people know patience, and they thought they're here to liquidate the club, make us bankrupt, and sell every Cobham player. Well, none of that has happened. And we've just won. We're the world champions now for the next 4 years. So, and the future is very bright, financially and on the pitch. So it looks like they got pretty much everything right.
100%, 100%. Now let's talk about Joao Felix. Yes, Joao Felix is in talks over a move to Benfica as Chelsea prepare to uh, set up a plan for a summer squad clear out, according to Mr. Dom Smith. So, for me personally, before I give you the platform, like Joao Felix right now, I think he regrets leaving Chelsea because we won two trophies and he was a Chelsea player. So at the moment, I think he's regretting. Yes, he won the cup with Portugal. It's okay. Even Neto won it. It's normal. But Joao Felix leaving Chelsea right now, we are the champions of the world. We won the Conference League and actually he was very good in the Conference League. So I think he's regretting. I think he's regretting. But overall, I want him to go because he pushed for move to AC Milan. So be it. Let him go. Let's get some money. I know we won't get what we brought him from Atletico Madrid. It's okay. Let's take a loss. But we're going to gain more money as well because we're going to sell many players with profit. So at the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. Let him go, man. Especially, I don't like his agent to be honest, but he's bringing some good players at Chelsea sometimes. But actually, I don't like the Mendes guy. So, what are your thoughts about Joao Felix? Do you think he'll go?
Yeah, everything you said, and I said, Clear Lake and that have done a great job. Well, they've made a couple of mistakes along the way, which is fine because that's going to happen when you have turnover. Probably he's one of the mistakes, obviously. Now I know why we got him. We got him obviously for, and that really brought us in a lot of PSR compliance because we sold another player homegrown. So, and let's face it, Gallagher football wise, me personally, I wasn't the biggest fan, and I knew he's not really going to work too well under Maresca anyway. So I was okay with him going. I had no problem with him going. It was okay with him staying, but I think we made the right decision in the end because he's gone to Atletico Madrid, hardly ever plays, and he's like their fourth or fifth highest paid player at Atletico Madrid.
Mm.
Now he would not get anything close to that money playing for us, so that's probably another reason why he left as well. So good for him, but I think that was a good move in the end. Now the negative was having Joao Felix come the other way. Unfortunately, I knew he might be a bit of trouble. He might not fit in, especially with Maresca. I was a bit worried. I was saying it early on. I'm not convinced because Maresca's a tough. He's pretty tough and he's really strict. And I think he probably fell out with Joao Felix because Joao Felix has had these problems with other coaches where I think it's his attitude behind the scenes. I think we saw him play. He actually did pretty well when he played. He worked hard on the pitch. He was trying to get back defensively, which we've never seen him do before. Of him, but I don't. He wasn't happy, of course, because he didn't play enough, and Palmer was the star boy in that position. So yeah, look, I think he would have if he would have stayed. It was definitely a mistake, like you say, because he stayed. He would have got still a lot of football. He would have played a lot because then Palmer got injured, so he would have been probably the starter instead of Palmer in that position. So he would have played a lot of football. So bad mistake going to Milan again. There he went there 1 or 2 games. First game amazing. The next 10 games horrible and didn't play at all anymore because he fell out with Milan as well. So
Yeah,
it didn't work for him there. It's not working anywhere he's going. He seems like he's got a bit of issue off field stuff, training, off field attitude. Probably there's a bit of an issue there. Uh, yep, we just need to move on. You say we'll take a big loss, but I don't think it's going to be a big loss, to be honest. I don't think this ownership will take a big loss because they're too good at selling players. And we've got a good relationship with Benfica. We gave them a lot of money, so they could probably pay us a little bit more. We'll wait and see. If not, they just won't sell him to Benfica. Simple. They'll like, well, I'm sorry, you want to go to Benfica? You're begging on your knees to go to Benfica for us to take a loss. No, 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 we're not going to do that. Go out and loan another year. Someone will pay all your wages,
yeah,
and we'll get that money back. And then we'll sell you next year. We'll sell you next year for that price, but to another team, or Benfica can come back, and because by then 2 years, I've gone, that fee comes down even more, and you're pretty much close. You're going to come close to even if you can sell him for around 35 million. So yeah, look, I wouldn't be surprised if Chelsea do that. But his agent, like you said, is a big shot. His agent's one of the biggest ones in the world. So he might help us with other stuff. So it just depends. The relationship with the agent is there, like you say, but we'll see if we're going to be very nice and play nice with Joao Felix because we've given him another chance to come to Chelsea, a second chance. And in my opinion, he scuffed that chance as well. So he bailed out very quickly again. So no, I think we should be tough on this, be very tough on this stance and not give in to any negotiation and not try to lose much money on this at all. I'm sorry. I know he wants to go back to Benfica, but too bad, buddy. You go where we want you to go, and whoever gives us the money, not where you want, unfortunately.
100%, 100%. Guys, if you're watching, let us know in the comment section what you think about the Joao Felix situation. Should Chelsea give him a second chance? Personally, no, 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 no. So
You mean a third
let
chance?
him move to somewhere because we have no, no, not another third chance. So yeah, the
Yeah,
news
I don't
from
think Maresca's that type
Abola
of guy
from
that would.
Portugal, I think is a Portuguese source.
Yeah, Maresca's not the type of guy to give him another chance. I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, he rather give his son KDH a chance because KDH is not money.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a true professional man.
exactly.
After him,
Well, look, a good example is Nkunku. Nkunku is a great example. He's been a true professional, never complained, never said anywhere in the mid, never said nothing. He never said I want out, never nothing. And Maresca still played him every now and then because he's been a true professional and he's still there playing, even though he's probably going to leave. But because obviously how he conducts himself in training and behind the scenes, that's what you and that's obviously what Joao Felix has a problem doing that. It's quite obvious now, I think, for everyone to realize that this is the issue with him.
yeah, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. So, before we move to the follow up from Abola News says Benfica are continue talks with Chelsea over permanent deal for Joao Felix with the Blues unwilling to sanction a loan move for the 25-year-old. Yeah, should not be to Benfica should not be a loan move because, like you said, Dante, we gave
No,
them a lot of money, so they should pay up. Simple as possible. That's it.
pay up unless you're not going there, buddy. Simple. And that's great. I'm happy Chelsea said that because I know Benfica would want him for a loan, 100%. They're probably like one a 2-year loan, no problem. But no, no, I don't think Chelsea's going to play that way with Joao Felix. I think they're going to. Uh, We're definitely not loaned there. Like I said, he's not going for a loan to Benfica. They're not going to do that. You guys want him, you buy him. If not, we'll send him on loan somewhere else. Doesn't matter. Whoever comes up.
100%, 100%. Now we have the news of Nkunku. I don't like it when they said he might go to Manchester United. I don't want to see that. But anyway, let me read this. Since Nkunku is still expected to departure this summer, he was previously offered to Manchester United in a part in a player sub deal for Alejandro Garnacho that did not go through. What are your thoughts about Nkunku? Do you think we
Who
should?
the hell is Dom Smith? Do you know that guy?
Yeah, I know. I actually know that guy.
I've never heard of that guy.
I actually know that guy. Don't ask
Where
me
is he
how.
from? Or is he just an independent journalist? Or is he somewhere? I don't know. I've never heard of him, to be honest.
It's from England, actually. Let me just go through his profile.
Yeah,
Is
the
it?
name, obviously, probably England. But where is he? Looks very young.
Yeah, still young.
Covers tennis at Wimbledon. Okay.
And then he works here as
Football reporter for the Stamford Standard. He's for the Standard. That's that's one of the media outlets,
yeah, he's
newspaper
working there.
in
I think
England.
he kind of replaced Nisa Cancelo. Remember, Nisa Cancelo was there at the Standards.
Maybe, yeah, maybe,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe. So
But I've never heard of him, so that's the first time. Now I know who he is.
yeah, it's covering the Standards. So that's where I knew him. So beside that, what do you think about Nkunku potentially leaving?
Yeah, like I said before, he's been a good professional. Maresca, he wouldn't have been there otherwise. So, look, he played a bit in the Club World Cup as well. Showed some glimpses, but for me, not enough. Still not enough. I don't think he still fits with his team that good. Um, I still haven't. I didn't see one shot from him, one through ball, one setup, one assist. I didn't see nothing. I just saw him running around, passing the ball to everyone else, and then just running back around and doing nothing really with it. He looked a bit fitter, a bit better, but holding possession. But he wasn't really doing anything with it. Like I said, for an attacking player, I didn't see one shot. I didn't see one chance created or anything. So I don't know. I don't think he really suits the style, and I don't think he suits as in Maresca's system, and I don't think he really suits the Premier League at all, to be honest. So yeah, about Man United, I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. That's why I said I'm not sure who this Dom Smith is, but I don't know if that's true or not. If we offered him to that, that's just speculation. Um, Yeah, I have no idea. But look, he needs to move on probably for his career to play for France with the World Cup coming up. He needs to move somewhere where he's a starter and he plays because he won't be a starter at Chelsea. And he's in the prime of his career now. He needs to be playing every game if he has any chance of making the France squad. So yeah, for his career, and probably like I said, just hasn't worked out. Uh, he's been here now for what, a couple of years, pretty much like Madueke, 2.5 years. Yeah, he was injured earlier on in that first year, but I think, yeah, for his age and his quality of player, I think we needed to see a lot more. And like I said, I don't think he suits the Premier League that well. So if he goes to Man United, I have no problem because I don't think he'll do too much there, to be honest, if he goes there. So yeah, again, I think we'll move him on, and I will get it. We'll get it. Definitely not losing money on him because, like I said, 2.5 seasons, nearly 2 seasons. So no, we'll probably get our money back at least minimum. If not, how the market is at the moment, I wouldn't be surprised. Uh, if we actually make a profit on him if we sell him.
Yeah, I agree with you. Now, maybe this one you might believe it because it's Simon Johnson. Do you know him?
Simon Johnson. Yeah, I know him. Yes.
Okay, okay. Now, so he says this Bayern Munich are interested in Christopher Nkunku and Renato Veiga. So I don't know why Bayern Munich actually are not pushing for Nkunku because they have a player injured, Musiala, and also they are looking for a centre back.
Yeah, perfect fit. Yep,
It's a perfect fit. He knows the league.
perfect fit for Musiala's replacement. 100% attacking midfielder, exactly that position, and he's already thrived in that system and that league already. So yeah, he would be perfect for Bayern Munich. I actually would not be surprised if he ends up there, to be honest. And they would pay a little bit more. They would willing to pay more than some of other clubs. So um, yeah, I think he might actually end up there, to be honest. Renato Veiga, another one. They need a centre back as well, but Juventus should be all over that. If I'm honest, he went there, he played, he was a success. They've already seen the player, they know what he's about, so they should
Mm,
really be going for him. But again, like will go for the money as they'll find a way out where they're gonna make the most money as well. We're good at that. So if that's Bayern Munich and they're looking for a centre back, 100%. So if that's Bayern Munich, yeah, that's fine with me, no problem.
100%, 100%. And what do you think about Renato Vega? How much do you think should Chelsea ask for?
Look, he was cheap. He wasn't expensive, which is good. But he's a starting centre back now for Portugal, so your price has gone up threefold, to be honest.
Yeah,
So for his age, like I said, quality, because he's earned that spot in that centre back role for Portugal, and another one that I need World Cup coming. He needs to go somewhere where he's number one starter playing every week to keep that position. He did that at Juventus. That's why he made it to the squad. So he's definitely going to be gone for the same reasons we talked about. So yeah, look, price wise, I reckon it'll be minimum 35. I think 35 to 40 million around that price. I can see that happening. If not more, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised. Clearly, get more him, even 40 plus. To be honest,
yeah.
because he's so young, and
And
like I said,
talented, a
why
brilliant player.
Juventus is not playing that, but Bayern Munich would pay that, no problem.
100%, 100%. For me personally, Renato Vega, I don't know why also he pushed to leave Chelsea because when we signed him, he knew that he was going to be a left back and then an option for Marco Clay when he's not available. And he chose to go to Juventus. Look at him right now. I think these players are going to regret leaving Chelsea, not winning the Conference League, not
100%.
winning they're going to regret this. But overall, for me, like you said, I think we should make the price tag high because he's still young, raw, and they also he made Portugal and Juventus how good he is. So they should pay up, man. 45 million, 100%. I want that so that we can have more profit. I think we spent almost 14 or 13 million for him, if I'm not mistaken. So if you sell him for 40, a lot of profit, bro. Lot of profit.
Yeah. And look, he's worth it, to be honest. Like I said, he did very well at Juventus in that centre back role. He did very well for Portugal in that centre back role. They won the cup. So yeah, he's definitely, look. He he came to us low price. We got him good. Then he used us, which is fine. I have no problem with that because it is a business overall, so it doesn't really matter. I'm okay with it. If it was, it was an easy decision for him to make when Juventus comes and says, we want you and you're going to be a starting center back. He saw what we have at Chelsea and
Yeah,
he knew he's not getting in that team. There's no chance he's getting as a Chelsea. He saw it, I think, probably in training. Maybe didn't quite impress enough. Maresca either. So he was never going to start, especially that early. Maybe would have earned it, but he didn't want to wait around
yeah,
and earn it. So he got given an easy way out by Juventus, so he took it. That's fine. But now, yeah, you're back and you're going to be a bit in limbo, and you're going to stay till we sell you until we get the money we want for you. Otherwise, you will go out on loan again. And like I said earlier with Felix, same thing. They're not going to be too nice with him. They're going to look for the best deal and the best money, not where he wants to go.
100%. If he wants to go to that team, they should pay up. Then they should pay up.
And I think I'm pretty certain this is why Juventus are not going on for him. They probably already asked, we'll buy him. We'll buy him for 20 million off you. No problem. Yeah, let's do the deal. And Chelsea would have gone, you mean 40? Don't worry about it. Don't even bother. So, yeah, I bet you that's already happened. I'm pretty certain that's why Juventus are not linked.
Yeah, man, those Italian clubs, what they like to
Italian
do.
clubs, as you know, yeah, no. Chelsea's like, no chance. We want probably 35, 40 million. Otherwise, yeah, don't even bother putting an offer or nothing because they would have talked. So, yeah, nah, that's why they're not in for him. If they do come back and they probably earn the money, maybe. But look, Bayern Munich are good with buying players and they do spend money, Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich have a lot of money as well. Let's not forget. They're, very highly valued and commercially wise, they make a lot of money. So, for them, it's easy to pay that type of money for that type of player, no problem.
Yeah, I agree with you. So now we have the one that we've been waiting for, which makes sense. Chelsea players being marked for a loan to Strasbourg, Kendrick Byers, Aaron Anselmino, and Mike Penders. For me personally, Anselmino and Mike Penders, I always wanted them to go to Strasbourg because I think they have a huge potential. Even Byers, I don't want to rule him out, is a good player, but again, for the development of Mike Penders, bro, we are starving for a number one right now. Sanchez is doing very well, but again, we still have question marks about his performance. So, what are your thoughts about this?
Yeah, look, I would have agreed with this a few weeks back, but probably seeing
A
Strasbourg
movie.
sign defender as well. They signed Koulibaly from Dortmund.
Mm.
Obviously, Omer Bidale made that permanent move as well. So they've got quite a few centre backs now as well. So they're looking at another one apparently from what I've seen. So I would have said Anselmino, no problem. But seeing that, yeah, of course he can go if he's promised the minutes, and he wouldn't go there without minutes because this is our club basically. So they wouldn't send him there without getting proper minutes. So
Yeah.
um, players will definitely play a lot of minutes. Mike Penders, 100% will play a lot of minutes. And Somino, like I said, now I'm not too sure if he's going to play a lot of minutes in that position because of who they signed and who they're looking at. So yeah, and they still got the defenders as well. They only lost Saar basically. So yeah, I'm not sure how much game time he would get, Anselmino, if he goes there. I prefer him to go somewhere we will play more. But hey, like I said, if they're gonna send him there, that means he still will play.
Yeah, I agree with you. Especially those players that we send them there, they always play. Even Caleb Wiley, before he got an injury, he was playing, and then he got that horrible injury. Then we loaned him to Watford.
Yep.
So I think they will play. But like I said, Mike Penders, man, I I can't wait for us to watch this boy. He's so good. He was sort of our
Oh,
solution system.
it's gonna make Strasbourg really fun to watch again. Penders, especially Payers for up, in that one of those attacking midfield roles as well. So yeah, I hope it's gonna be fun to watch the team again, 100%.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. So let me share this one. Yeah, this one, man. Every season now, Kanye news. Kanye should, I think Kanye deserve better, man. All the time, Kanye's been linked to a move. Even that month, I don't think they're going to buy him permanently. Those teams, man, they want us to pay big bucks for their players, but when we set a price tag, they always complain. Unless it's Arsenal, Manchester United. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know they're going to play. To pay. I mean, so it says Borussia Dortmund are keen to re-sign Kanichaka on loan with option to buy, but Chelsea prefers straight sale. For me personally, if they said an obligation to buy, I don't think Chelsea would mind selling him. But an option to buy is still nothing. Still nothing.
Yeah, look, that just tells me that even Dortmund are not 100% sold on him yet.
Mm,
Because if they were, they would have bought him. We know what he did. He did well. He played the first couple of games, did well, and what happened again? Got injured again, and
yeah,
he was out for a while again. So I don't think that went too well. They're not going to take that risk. They're not ready to take that risk. They want to see him another season. If not, they'll have other options. They don't mind. But I think that's why as well. And I would be the same if I was Dortmund, to be honest. We got you on a loan to prove yourself. You did good, but then you got injured again, as you have for the last 3, 4 years, and you didn't play for a long time again, and then came back a bit at the end as well again. So if I'm Dortmund, yeah, that's, I mean, you can't fault that, to be honest, because look, they still don't play much anyway, because I know we know they don't really, not a, they're a selling club, not a buying club. So they still don't. So I would try to move away from Dortmund, to be honest, because they're just not going to pay what we're going to want anyway, unless that option is for a great price and it's a mandatory option. So it's another year loan, but at the end of that year, you have to buy them for the price that we agreed to. So that would be fine. I would do that, no problem. But if it's just they have an option to buy or not to buy, I wouldn't bother with Dortmund anymore, to be honest. But yeah, I
yeah,
wouldn't,
hundred
to be
percent,
honest, I wouldn't
hundred
bring him back to
percent.
Chelsea again for
Can you
those
still hear
exact
me, right?
reasons. Yeah, I can hear you. Yep. Yep. You're good.
Yeah, seems my network is like trying to
Your
do
internet
do
again.
silly
Yep.
things again. Yeah, I'm
No
good.
problem.
I don't know what is happening again.
Can you hear me? Nope, can't hear me. You look like it's working, a
Okay,
video, and you can
now
I can hear you. I don't know
about
what's happening. Maybe you
Garnacho.
pressed.
Seems like this Garnacho man move doesn't go away. So
Yeah.
chill. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, there you are. No, I heard everything you were saying. I was good. I have full internet, so I checked. It's not my problem. It's
Can
something
you
on your
you
end, I
can hear
think.
me, right? Okay, I
Yeah, I can
don't
hear you
know.
clearly. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
checking my Excel. Okay, yeah, you have your full internet, but I don't know what is happening because I can see on the other side is buffing, but maybe hopefully something is working out. So it says Chelsea retain an active interest in Garnacho and have had recent contact with his people who are keen. The club informed. I have a sneaky feeling that we might actually sign this guy, man. It's been linked with us, especially in the Premier League. It's only Chelsea, and we had some reports saying that he wants to stay in England. So there's only Chelsea that are interested in him. Maybe Newcastle might come in, or the other teams are not sure at the moment, but I have a feeling that he might go to Chelsea.
Mhm. Yeah, look, and I think would be very interested, and I wouldn't mind if he came on a loan, like Sancho did. Come, prove yourself. If you settle in with the teammates, you play good. Yeah, then we will buy you after, no problem. So I think that could happen. I think Chelsea are definitely exploring that avenue because it's kind of low risk and very high reward doing it that way. Uh, and look, technically, and he's still a very good winger, direct winger, left side hand side where we kind of need that, an extra sort of body there. So he's the right age. He's going to have a lot of value. If he comes to Chelsea and plays well, his value will skyrocket, and he won't want to leave anyway. But if he does, I'm just saying later on, say he wants to go to Spain or somewhere, well, we'll make a massive on him. So yeah, I think it's smart business if we can get him on a loan like we did with Sancho. I would 100% do it, no problems, because I think he'll fit pretty well with the team, to be honest, and the style that Maresca plays as well. I think fit very well. And the other big thing is Enzo Fernandez would take him under his wing,
Mhm.
and yeah, I don't see any problems off field or anything because of that.
Yeah, I know DJ Yogo Boo Boo says not big on Garnacho at all. I'm not sure what he's trying to say. Maybe he doesn't want.
Footballing reasons? Yeah, let us know. Footballing reasons, or you just don't like the way he looks, or something, or like you don't like him as a person. Because I saw a lot of people on the timeline saying, I don't want Garnacho. I don't like how he looks. I don't like his hairstyle. I don't like his family." Okay, well that's nothing to do with football, first of all.
Yeah,
So is it footballing reasons? Because for his age, he's done very well for his age in footballing wise. Yeah, he's not perfect because he's still very young. Let's not forget that, but he's got the experience now in the Premier League, and he's actually done very well before with his ex manager. He did very well in that system because he suits that system. Yeah, recently, and this is the problem that a lot of people have recently. This year hasn't been that good because of Amarim, okay? Because he doesn't play with wingers. So yes, I think a lot of people see that, and he hasn't done well. But you got to look at why he hasn't done well. So yes, yeah, I think a lot of people don't like him as a personality, the way he looks, personality, how he acts when he scores goals, like in that picture. He gets on
mm,
under people's skins the way he is. He's one of those players that you hate, but when he's on your team and you see what he does for your team and your players and how passionate he is, people are going to warm up to him pretty quickly.
yeah, 100%, 100%. And Opa just joined in.
It's a bit like Cucurella, yeah, Cucurella. Every opposition hates Cucurella. They said, I would never have Cucurella on my team. Yeah, right. You're kidding me. Watch if Cucurella went to Man United, Liverpool, these teams, they would absolutely love him because how he from what he does. But again, like him, if he's exactly the kind of thing, he's hated because of how Cucurella is. But that's because he's on we love him. He's on our team. But if it was another team, we would hate Cucurella as well.
Yeah, and then DJ Boo Boo says, "I'd rather get a better player." So name a player that you want, actually.
Yeah, name the player you want and name the player that would come in and probably not be a starter as well, because you only look. Let's not forget Giddens is pretty much coming in for that role, so you got to look at it from a squad value as well. Someone that would come, he has the one that comes in has to be way better than Giddens, so to be the starter, or the one that comes in has to be okay with not quite starting and earning that position. So it's not easy finding that type of player because yeah, we're pretty loaded now with a lot of players around, and we know Joao Pedro can play on that left. No,
100%. Big up,
Big ups
Anopa. How
everyone.
are you?
I'm good in yourselves.
Yeah, I'm
big
good.
up, no
Thanks. I'm good. Thanks. Let me put you on the spot. Seems like Seems like Garnacho leagues are not going away. So, what are your thoughts about this news? Do you think we should sign him? And also, if you don't want him us to sign him, right? Let's try to convince you, right? Would you take the similar deal that we did with Sancho, uh, in terms of signing Garnacho? Would you do that and a loan with an option to buy and see how will you do it, Chelsea? Anopa, did
I
you
know if
hear
I
me?
came in and dropped out straight away when he heard Garnacho. No,
I
he's
don't
not
know what
there.
happened there.
Yeah.
Oh man, Anapa. Okay, Yoga says rather go for uh, Rodrigo or Morgan Rogers.
Forget about Rodrigo. And everybody seems to go for the shiny name because he's a Real Madrid player, and I don't think to be honest, I don't think he'll do that well in the Premier League. Rodrigo, yeah, he's a quality player. I just don't think he'll do that well in the Premier League. To be honest, just the way he plays, I'm not his biggest fan, and he hasn't done that well. To be honest, look at his numbers; they're not that flashy. To be honest, so look, great player. Yeah, I don't know if he'll do well. To be honest, and you're gonna have to spend 100 million, and you're gonna have to pay him 300,000 a week. That's not gonna happen at Chelsea. I'm sorry, and Rodrigo coming from Real Madrid will not accept anything like that. He's the type of player that will go somewhere where he can get a wage that is better than Real Madrid, or minimum at least the same. And I think he's on 250 at Real Madrid, if I'm right, something like that. So yeah, that's a very tough deal to make. You're going to shake up the dressing room and everyone else, and you're breaking a lot of wage structure. And I don't think we're ready to do that right at the moment. Morgan Rogers, yes, I like
100%.
Morgan Rogers.
Anapa,
Morgan
you
Rogers
back?
is
Back.
good,
Sorry about
but
that. I'm back.
again, Aston Villa. Yes, I'll just finish Morgan Rogers. Yeah, look, as Morgan Rogers, I do like, and obviously he'll fit in with the team like a glove. He knows the players very well. They're best friends with a lot of the on in there, and he can play an inside forward, left wing, can also go out wide. He's very versatile. He can play as a striker, no problem, because he's very tall and physical. So yes, Morgan Rogers would suit. But again, will Aston Villa sell him to us? Would we saw that they want, if they do sell, they want like a lot of 100 million as well. So is he worth that? No, not even close to that, to be honest. So it just depends. We say we want players, but are they really available? Can we really get them? It's not a lot of people. It's like FIFA, go get it. Or how could you not get Rodrigo? He's available. Well, we don't know that for sure, 100%. Uh, it's just speculation at the moment. Rogers as well. Yeah, he probably would come, but are we going for him? Probably not. Aston Villa probably doesn't want to sell him because they're in a strong position. They're a good team. They Champions League. Yeah, no, it's very hard to get him from those teams. But yeah, Rogers over Rodrigo, I
Oh
would do
man,
that. Yeah,
we lost.
yes.
We lost Anapa again, guys. Oh man, seems like it's having an issue with a connection.
Yeah, he's got a problem with connection.
So
What did you bring up there?
yeah,
Yeah, as you
I'm
see.
I'm, I'm going to compare. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
No, go ahead. No, now I can see it. I couldn't see it before. Now I can see it. No problem.
No, okay. Says he did say he would drop his wages and keep like in Chelsea post pass, but I would like Rogers more, to be honest. And then he says this I wanted Marc Guiu for over a year now, 1 year left on his contract too.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Let's
I
see,
think
man.
Guehi
And
would
then
make a very good addition, I think.
yeah, 100%. And then I know sorry guys, my network is not working well today. Yeah, man, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, so we actually experienced a lot of network issues because even my stream yesterday was kind of bad because I had some network issues. So hopefully our service providers can do much better than this. Because at the end of the day, you are paying for the Wi-Fi, so they should give us the best
If
service.
not, go like McDonald's Wi-Fi. It's
So
been
this
working very
the
well lately, McDonald's Wi-Fi for me.
I actually really use McDonald's or is a joke.
I'm at home, buddy. How can I use McDonald's Wi-Fi at home? No, not using. It's just a joke, coach. No, not coach. Someone in the who was it? IB. I can't remember. Someone in the chat at Chelsea Perspective brought it up, and it kind of stuck, and we keep using it because I
Yeah.
have a lot of problems here. At home, I don't. I'm down next to the modem. Sometimes the really late shows at night or something, I have to go to the really back room in my house, and the connection there, the modem quite doesn't reach that room as well. So yeah, that's why I had. But here in this room, no, I've got full service here all the time. I'm right down next to the modem.
100%. So now, as you can see, right, Garnacho and Gittins are more better than Rodrigo in terms of what we are seeing at the moment. Key passes, they are better than him. Crosses, they are better than him. Ball carrier, they are better than him. Dribbling, they are better than him in terms of what do you call it? What is this? Let me just, what do you call this? Where
I can't
Dante?
see it. It's too small.
This
Is it what is it? PG? I can't see.
NPG.
Oh, NPG.
Yes.
Something per goals. Was
No,
it? I can't remember. Something about
oh,
goals.
yeah, even this, I think Garnacho is better than only Garnacho, but not better than Gittings. Even here, they are better than him. You can see all the metrics here. Everyone is better than him. So
Yeah, yeah,
let me
100%.
add, let me add Rogers. Then
And when
let's,
you transfer a player from La Liga to Premier League, where the pace is twice as quick,
yes,
that's a big problem. Especially, like, that's a very big problem. So, I just don't think he would suit. To be honest, I'm just not a big fan. Especially because of the price tag and the salary and everything you would have to do to get him. So for me, no, it's not worth it. Not now, especially not in our project right now. Definitely not. No, not under this manager either. No.
100%, bro, 100%. I agree with you. Especially like you say, the price tag. I actually saw something that Real Madrid won one 120 million, which is a lot, man. We can't do that anymore. Nah, nah, nah. And also the what you call the wages will be high as well, so we can't risk it. And then even DJ Bubu says it's it is a risk, 100%. I think Rogers will make sense, but again, will Aston Villa sell him to a Premier League clubs? We are not sure at the moment because they were quoting around 8 million for him. So let's see what will happen. But actually, I think they might sell him because they still not signed any player yet at the moment. So they want to sign players, but they still have to sell some players as well. So they're struggling. Aston Villa. Normally they are so quick in terms of signing players, but this time they are struggling.
Yeah, yeah. Look, they'll
And
have
big
to
up to DJ Bobo.
sell, but pretty strong position. I mean, they've been backing him quite a bit with signings and it was more loans. They paid a lot of fees in loans, so they can get away with it. But
Yeah,
because those players will go back, obviously they were not making him permanent. So I don't think I think it'll be very hard because he's one of their star players, basically. Him and Watkins. Yeah, I don't know if they're
mm,
gonna sell. They'll probably sell Watkins because he's 30 years of age. But that's and if they get a big price for him, they'll probably sell Watkins over him, in my opinion.
100%. Guys, 17 of you are watching. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Give us your thoughts about Garnacho links to Chelsea. Uh, not sentiment. What you call Joao Felix leaving Chelsea. Also, we link with Garnacho. What are your thoughts about, guys? About it. So we have this
Oh yeah,
interesting news, but I always go ahead,
yeah.
bro.
No, just gonna add, yeah. So Aston Villa, because they didn't make Champions League, did they? They're gonna be Europa League, I think.
Yes, Europa League.
Yeah, yeah. So no, so yeah, they will have to sell. Not too much because, like I said, a lot of the players were on loan, so they went back. But they will have to sell one of them, 100%. They'll have. Will be interesting to see who and for what price. Would Chelsea pay 80, 90 million for Morgan Rogers? I don't know. Does he start in our team? Do you think he would start? He's a starter because he has to be a dead bang on starter for that price.
Yeah, 100%. That's the issue as well. That's another issue. That will
Yeah,
it
so
be a
that's why I
starter? We are
think
not
it's
sure.
difficult. Yeah, it's a difficult deal because of that reason. You're not paying 80 million for a player that's going to come and be a rotational or start a lot, but not be a more rotational. It's not going to happen, first of all. So yeah, be very difficult Morgan Rogers to get, I think, because there's no way he would be starting every game for us. It's just the way we play and how we play some games. Yeah, I don't think he would. So yeah, that's another problem. That's what I mean about football wise. You got to look at it. It's yeah, it looks good because he's a nice player. He's got a lot of friends. He's English. He suits the group. But you got to look. There's so many other variables to it. It's not that easy. It's not FIFA. It's not. Yeah, it's not PlayStation FIFA
It's
where
not
you just sign a
FIFA,
player. It's real life. They have these players have emotions. They have demands. They have. Yeah, it's very very hard. It's not that straightforward.
yeah, man. When you talk about FIFA, when I grew up, I used to play FIFA almost every day, but now, especially it's been a while not playing it because, man, you have to buy PlayStation. And PlayStation is so expensive right now, and then I have
Yeah.
so many important things to do before considering buying PlayStation. So expensive that
No,
thing, man.
I've played quite a lot the last obviously since I had my operation I couldn't do nothing. I played quite a lot because I was bored. I was in bed a lot. Couldn't do much. So I did play quite a lot
Yeah,
recently because of that reason. Yeah, so I did play quite a bit. Yeah,
yeah,
which was good actually because I didn't play for like
yeah, hundred
years
percent.
before. I haven't played it for like years, and then got back into it. So yeah, not too bad. But I used to play. I like the other one more. I like the Pro Evolution Soccer more than FIFA. But now FIFA got a bit better finally again.
Yeah,
So yeah. So even for my old
hundred
age,
percent,
43
hundred.
years old, I still play it. Yes.
It says, "What do you guys think of selling Jackson talk?" I myself like Jackson, and I will keep him. He has been linked to Villa and Manchester United and others. Dante, what are
Mhm.
your thoughts about it?
Yeah, I'm the same. I would keep him because I like his mentality and his attitude. He said he wants to stay and he wants to fight and earn the position back, which is what you want. That's exactly what you want. And we need that depth because look, we're one injury away. Basically, if João Pedro gets injured, or João Pedro or Delap, well, then we're down to two strikers again. So yeah, look, it's important, especially how many games we have. Champions League as well. Carabao Cup, FA Cup. We're gonna have a lot of football next season again, probably even more than this season. So yeah, very important to keep him for that. But also, I like his attitude that he said that he wants to that. Look, if we sell him, well, I think you saw the reports of the evaluation we've put on him.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
yes,
Yes, so he's not going for cheap. If anyone wants him, they got to pay a lot of money. He's here till 2033, people. So he's on a very long contract. Uh, no one's buying him for peanuts. So yeah, they have to pay a lot of money to get him. Will Chelsea sell him? Well, yeah, if someone wants to pay 80, 100 million, no problem. Come and get him. Otherwise, no, he's not going anywhere. I think he's going to stay. Like I said, I like his attitude. I like that thinking. That's what you want. He's still quite young, and let's not forget he wasn't really a striker. So yeah, he's had a couple of years now, but I think he deserves probably this season to see how he goes with that competition. He might improve a lot. He might get worse. We don't know, but I think this next year is very important. It's obviously this year for him is extremely important. So I would give him definitely time this year to see how he goes, to see how he reacts.
yeah, I agree with you. I always say this: we haven't seen Nicolas Jackson when he had a competition or under pressure to improve because you have someone in line to replace him. Right now, we have Liam Delep, we have João Pedro who can play as a first nine and also as a number 10. But since now he's playing as a first nine, I think it's working so far so good. But again, we haven't seen Nicolas Jackson under pressure. How will he improve? How will he perform? So personally, I want Chelsea to not sell Jackson this season. Let's see what will happen. If he doesn't improve as a player, cool, no problem. Next season or maybe in the January transfer window, we can sell him as well. But for now, personally, I don't want Chelsea to sell him. But again, if the player is pushing to leave and everything, I think Chelsea will ask for 100 million, like Dante says, or 70 or more, because his contract is ending at 2033 or 2032. So that's a lot of years, especially as a key player for us. As much as for now, he was not playing during a semi-final and the final of the Club World Cup, is because Enzo Maresca was trying to make sure we win that tournament. Jackson is on and off, and then he couldn't trust him to perform against those teams. So far, so good. Let's see what will happen. So Bobu, it seems like Bobu have a lot of questions. Says my brother thinks he needs to reinvent himself as a left winger, to which he did play before. Enzo Maresca said he see him as a striker, so I don't think he is going to play as a left winger at the moment. But let's wait and see. Never say never in life, because you still have a lot of games in the league. If he stays, I think sometimes we might play with two strikers, like Enzo Maresca mentioned. I think we are trying to do that against Flamingo, playing with two strikers, but actually Jackson messed up our game plan by getting that red card, and they smashed us 3-1. It's cool now. Now we are the world champions. And thank you, Flamingo, by the way, for beating us. Without you, this wouldn't be impossible. So big up, big up.
Yeah, big up Flamengo. Thank you. And yeah, I like it how what they said after. Now, yeah, what they said recently as well. So that's pretty funny. The way they post as well.
Yeah, 100%. I think he has all the tools for playing the 10 role too. Yeah, I think he's a good ball carrier. Can hold up the ball and everything. So personally, like I said, I don't want him to go, man. I don't want him to go. It says 80 million bare minimum. So let me read this.
Look, he needs space to play. We saw that last season. When he comes up against low blocks, he did absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
He needs space. He needs space. He needs to drop deep, get the ball, get involved, turn his player, run into space, link up, run in behind. He needs space. That we struggled against low blocks tremendously because he couldn't do that against low blocks. We had no one. Now we got the lap, we got Joao Pedro. That's completely different. So, but against teams that are a little bit more open, he's still very, very useful. Against your Aston
Yeah.
Villas, against these type of teams that play that way, Newcastle. He's very effective against teams like that. Against Bournemouth, when they tried to do that against Bournemouth last season, he absolutely destroyed Hoyson and the other centre back. Absolutely destroyed them the way because they tried to do a mid to high block against us and try to. Well, here he was like he absolutely destroyed them. So, and he does that with most teams we play that are open like that. His problem is low blocks. Yeah, he's not very good at that because he's not really he hasn't got that instinct to shoot straight away like a Delap or like a Joao Pedro does. So yeah, now we have those players. So and yeah, Maresca didn't play him because of what he did recently. Got sent off. Like Tobago said, couldn't trust him, and we had someone much better that we brought in. So he's gonna have to fight his way. We'll see what happens if he, might drift a bit to the left. Out wide. Maresca might use him in behind a little bit. It depends, but like I said, there's a lot of games. There'll be injuries. There'll be suspensions.
Mm,
He's going to the cup. He's going to the African Nations Cup as well. So
exactly.
yes, he'll have game time and he'll have a chance to prove himself. And I hope he stays and does that because that's exactly the mentality we need.
Yeah, and then the reports came in, I think was yesterday by Sky Cover, says there continues to be interest in Nicolas Jackson from multiple clubs, especially as a striker, are in a demand and short supply this summer. At the moment,
Yeah.
Jackson is staying, but that is not guaranteed to be the case by the time the window closes. Personally, I think he stays, man. I think he stays.
Yeah, so do I. But like I said, if an offer comes along that's too good to turn down, Chelsea will take it
Yeah, man. Chelsea. And
because they can use that money and because they could use that money then to strengthen in another position or go for like a Rodgers or someone. So yeah, that's the only way I think if they get a massive If someone meets their evaluation, Chelsea will sell. If not, I don't think he's going anywhere.
100%. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. So now we have this news, and I thought this guy might stay. So Enzo Maresca has made it clear that Badiashile is part of his project and that he is counting on him for the upcoming new season. What are your thoughts about this?
We kind of saw that a little bit towards the end of the season that he started trusting him again and playing, and he did pretty good. Badiashile didn't do too bad. But again, he's one of those players that's been here a bit longer as well. That's kind of regressed. That hasn't really. He's at that age where he should have improved already, and but he's kind of the same. Yeah, he's not. He's kind of plateaued. He stayed at that same sort of level. He came in. He played very well with Thiago Silva. When Thiago Silva was next to him at the start, then he really got a bit of an injury. Came back and he was horrible for 6 months. Then he got a bit better again. Then he was a bit of up and down, up and down. End of the season, he came in a few times and did pretty well. But that's what I mean. He hasn't really. I haven't seen much growth from him. I haven't seen much
Mhm.
improvement from him. I don't think he's taken that next step. Uh, I mean, if he stays, it's good. He'll be a squad player. Like I said, he's entering. He's going to start entering his prime soon. He's one of. What is he now? 25, 20, 26, 25? Or is he 26 now
Yeah,
as well?
I
I
think
can't
he's still
remember.
young.
Uh,
Yeah, you
Elzigan
can check.
is where is he? Where is he? Yeah, yeah, he's gonna no, he's 24. He's still
He's still young.
24, so it's still okay. We can probably give him another next season as well, and that'll probably be the season to see if he's good enough or not. I mean, like I said, he'll make a great squad player. There's not a problem, squad player, no problem. But I mean, it'll be third year of squad player after coming in that first season to be a starter. Well, we've seen that with sort of clear like they kind of move on from players in that third season after if they're not up for it, if they haven't taken the next step and improved. So yeah, I think it's an important next probably 6 months coming up for him. Because he might be gone in January if he doesn't really step up. But I don't mind him staying because, like I said, it's 24,
Yeah,
still okay. He hasn't really entered his prime yet. He's probably got another year or two to do that. So yeah, let him stay. Let him fight as well. If he wants to stay and he's good to stay, let him stay. He'll make a great squad player as well. Like I said, for a lot of those cup games. But I don't expect him to see too much, especially if we sign another centre back or someone like we're talking like a Guehi. Well, then he goes down the pecking order another person. So that's I think would he accept that? Well, it depends. Yeah. So we'll have to wait and see with this one. I know Maresca likes him, but will he accept that? Will he accept that role as well? If he accepts that role, that's fine. No problem.
yeah. I think what is helping him is that is at the moment is not moaning. So if you moan, I think you're out of the door. So Enzo Maresca made it clear
Yeah,
that
exactly. But
if
yeah,
a
exactly.
player is not happy at Chelsea, he can go then. You want players that are on board with what we are doing at the moment. So it seems like Badiashile is not a kind of player that is moaning at the moment. So let's see what will happen. Let's see what will
Yeah,
happen.
that's right. If they moan, they're pretty much gone. I don't think he's done that, so he's in the good books. But like I said, say we sign another centre back like a
Yeah,
Guehi, well then again he drops even further down. So that could change his mind then. For now, it's okay. He's still sort of that probably that fourth option at the moment. Maybe is that like that fourth option probably. But then you all of a sudden you become the fifth option. Well then things might change because like I said, his age. He's not 21. He's not. He'll be 25, whatever next year. But yeah, players start to think a little bit different after a little while, and the club starts to think a little bit different because basically he hasn't improved. He hasn't risen his value or anything. So I mean, it's I think a bit of both. So I think next year is a very big year for him. It's basically going to be his last year, I reckon. If he doesn't improve, I think he's probably gone next year.
yeah, 100%, 100%. Now, before we move on, right? On your personal,
Sorry, just to add as well, just to add, his salaries I think is 100,000. So he's not like on some of the others that are that lower down the pecking order that are getting 50,000 or so. He's actually close to 100,000 Badiashile. So yeah, it doesn't sound much, but in our group, that's one of the higher earners, and he's not really. Yeah, so that's what I mean. The club can look at that and say, well, that's his high start. He's earning a bit there, and that's gonna go up 20% next season as well. So he's gonna be over the 100,000 easily. So that's what I mean. The club will look at that as well because they can bring another talent in for the same price for 30 million or whatever. That's 21. That'll be on 40,000 or 50,000 to be that fourth or fifth option. So yeah, it that depends as well.
100%. So, guys, if you're watching, if you subscribe to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Let us know what your thoughts about Badiashile staying at Chelsea. Now, before I go to the non-Madueke deal news, right? Yeah, in your personal opinion, do you think Chelsea should sign another centre back?
I still do. Yes, I still do. I think it would benefit the team greatly to have another defender there that's gonna nailed on starter. I mean, if we're gonna sign someone, you want someone that's coming in that's gonna be on the right centre back starter. Can we trust Fofana with that? I don't think so. I think that's another one. I think he's gone. If he gets an injury next year, he's gone. He's finished. There's nothing about him. That's gone. Chalobah as well. He's done. Yeah, he did well, very well at the Club World Cup here. A little bit at the end of the season did well, but before that, what did we see throughout the season with him? Very up and down when he came down. He came back first game, really, really good, man of the match, I think. Then the next 10 games, it was pretty bad, to be honest. Then he picked it up again that he was good at right at the end, the last 5-6 games. So, and that's been his whole career. He's done that his whole career. He's not consistent, Chalobah, unfortunately. Yeah, he'll do good well in big games like that. He's done well, very good in finals. He's got a good record in finals. He's done very well, very strong. You can rely on him. But will he win you a Premier League? And in a Premier League, you need a defender that's consistent, that's all every week does the same thing and consistent. You're not winning a Premier League if you don't have a consistent defender playing in that centre-back role. At least one of them. And we don't have that at the moment. We just don't. Not even Colwell, unfortunately. He's not that. He might be that. See, he can still be that because he's still very young. Where Chalobah's already 26, going on 27. So he's in his prime now. So again, yeah, it's a tough one with Chalobah. I still think we need one because after that, we don't really have. We only have Tosin, and then we have Badiashile. Disasi's not going to be there. So I still think we're short one. And I think someone like Aguehi, 24-year-old, knows the club well. He's been a captain for a long time. England international starting centre-back. He would make perfect sense, I think, if we can get him for the right money. Fees won't be a problem, as in salary. He would help a lot, I think, quite a lot. Take some pressure off some of the other guys as well. So, yeah, I would 100% still get one experienced but young experienced defender like Aguehi, 24-year-old. I would still do that 100%.
Yeah, in my opinion, I don't think actually we are going to sign a centre back unless we for example, we sell Fofana and Chalobah. At the moment, I don't think Chelsea will sign a new centre because Tosin is playing very well, but we all know that he's on and off. Even Trevor Chalobah is playing very well. You still have Wesley Fofana is one of our high earners at the moment in the club, and it seems like they don't want to give up on him as well. So, for example, if we sign another center, maybe another starter, while we still have Fofana in our books, I don't think financially would make more sense. According to maybe how we do it at Chelsea, we don't normally sometimes sign the player for the sake of it, and also we're still not sure what is going to happen with Mamadou Sarr. Will they send him on loan? Will he stay at Chelsea? We are not sure yet because Aaron Anselmino is going to Strasbourg. So it's still a question mark in terms of that position. But for me personally, if we sell Trevor Chalobah and Fofana, I think we actually do need a centre back. But after how Chabala performed in the Club World Cup, I think they might give him another chance. But this is Chelsea, man. We can wake up tomorrow, boom, another centre back is being signed at Chelsea. So never say never. So that's my opinion. But I don't think we're going to sign a centre back personally. But let's see.
Yeah, look, like you said, look, Fofana, we can't trust. Chalobah might be sold, but I think Maresca likes him a lot, so I don't think he'll be sold. Now, the one little caveat with Chalobah is he's only on 50,000 K a week, and his contract finishes in 227, I think. So
28.
he's on a very low salary.
28.
He's one of those that, yeah, so he's a very low salary. So if he stays, and if he say you're going to be a starter, well, what is he going to want? He's going to want a new contract, and he's going to want a big pay rise. So that's an interesting way to look at it as well. So yeah, I've seen so much of Chalobah. I just don't trust him. Look, I trust him in big games. Like I trust him to put him in every now and then and play, but consistently every week as your centre
Yeah.
back, I just don't think he can win us the Premier League. He just hasn't done it before. He went to Crystal Palace and did the same. One good game, the next game, own goal or a mistake leading to a goal. He's already he's done that his whole career. Yes, he'll give you some solid games here and there, but consistency he's never had in his career. He's never been a consistent centre back, unfortunately. So you're not winning a Premier League 36 games. You're not winning with Chalobah as your centre back. You're just not. In my opinion, I just don't think you're starting centre back, you're not going to win it. So if we want to do that, I think you need someone else in there as well to rotate with him. As a rotation, 100% is good. But every week to start as your solid starting centre back, I don't think that will happen. And if that is the case, and Maresca says you are going to be the UN Colwell, like I told you, his contract is up in 27 and he's only on 50K a week. Well, you know what the agents do next when that
Mhm.
happens.
So let's see what will happen. But let's see what will happen. Personally,
So it's not that straightforward, I'm trying
yeah.
to say. It's not that easy. It's not that straightforward.
Um,
You put him as the starter, but then there's complications with that decision.
Yeah, let's see what will happen. Personally, like I said, I think we should sell first before buying another one because I don't want us to have an overload on the one position like we did.
Well, Disasi, we know he's
Yeah,
going to leave. Disasi will
Disasi
be
is
gone.
leaving.
Disasi's gone.
Yeah, Disasi is leaving. Renato.
Yeah. So he's gone.
So let's see. Now a binder to Arsenal fans. Nani Madueke is expected to be mailed a Club World Cup winners medal. Ah, Arsenal, man. How do you feel? How do you feel, Arsenal fans? Because every time I mention Arsenal, they always comment on my comment on X, and they say like we are bigger than you, bro. You are bigger than us. How? How we are bigger than us? Because you have more trophies. Have you won all the trophies that are available in the world?
No,
No.
because they've got a bigger stadium and they got some more supporters. That's why they think. That's the only reason. There's no other reason.
Those guys, man, are shameless. Are shameless.
Yeah, and let's hope they don't, because they've been giving Nani so much abuse. Let's hope they don't call the deal off. If let's hope that it doesn't get forced off. Hopefully, that doesn't happen because yeah, there's been so much abuse and Nani's copped it and stuff like that, and the director and everything. Oh, let's hope they don't call it off because yeah, we need that 15.5 million or whatever it is.
That would be
And
crazy
Nani,
if they
it's
call
time to go for
they
Nani as
call
well.
man. That will be crazy. I just want to share something now before we move on. Just to Arsenal fans, man. What is that, man?
Hopefully, we don't have to talk about Nani ever again in a Chelsea way. We don't need to bring him up anymore. Thank God.
No, 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 no.
And yes, that's one player I never really liked that much. To be honest, out of all of them, he's probably the one that I didn't really like that much. I still backed him and everything, but now that he chose Arsenal in the middle of the Club World Cup and the way he's been playing the last 3-4 months, bye bye. You're an enemy. And just his
Look at
mindset,
this now. Look at
his
this,
mindset of
right? Major
he gave
trophy.
up basically. He went for a little bit of a big pay rise and gave up. Another Kai Havertz, actually even Kai Havertz earned he did a lot more than Madueke, but I'm saying another one that just gave up and left the club because other better players around. He doesn't want to compete.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually happy he's gone because I don't want that mentality around everyone else. If that's the mentality he had.
And actually, Noni was kind of a favorite to Enzo Maresca, so I don't know why he gave up easily.
Yes. I that's one big reason I criticize Maresca. Nani Madueke is one of the biggest reasons I've criticized Maresca. Yes. So he can't say he didn't get a fair go playing because he was, like you said, one of his favorites. He played a lot of
Yeah.
football.
So, but anyway, maybe he sees that Estava Willian is the next big thing. Also, Pedro Neto seems like
Of course
Pedro
he did.
Neto is on form at the moment, and I want him to continue like that. Pedro Neto is so good.
Yeah, he saw the writing on the wall. And he also saw money as
Yeah,
well.
so money as well. And then,
Yeah, let's not forget he was on a low salary and as well, like a Shalaba, same kind of salary. So he gets a big pay rise as well. So at least it makes the move a bit worthwhile. You're doubling your salary. Probably there's some commission there as well in the contract from Arsenal and extra payments as well. So yeah, look, sometimes that helps as well. But the mentality to give up like that, and yeah, I don't like that. And it showed the way he was playing. It showed.
100% now.
So that's one time I criticized Maresca, 100% for even playing him in the Club World Cup. To be honest, if he knew that he was talking to Arsenal.
But I actually stopped playing him after I knew that Arsenal was linked to him. And he played. Uh,
He still brought him
yeah,
on. He still brought him on.
yeah, but I know he brought him on, but he was not starting. He gave him, I think, 15 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, but he still gave him 15, 20 minutes, quarterfinal, semi-final, and the final. He's started the final, the quarterfinal and the semi-final. He came on 20 minutes to go on both, so he still got a bit of time. To me, that's too much. If he knew, I would have brought Tyreek George on because what did he do when he came on?
Rubbish.
He did absolutely nothing. He tripped over the ball and just ran around doing nothing, not even defending nothing. So that's what I mean. I was not happy about that. Don't bring him on at all. Don't worry. If his mind's already gone, he's talking to Arsenal because he already was. He doesn't even deserve those 15, 20 minutes at the end. Bring Tyreek George, bring a player that's deserves it and trains hard and is not talking to another club. So yeah, a little bit disappointed with that aspect that Maresca did that. But like you say, he was one of his favorites, I think. I joked about it with Coach on Chelsea Perspective that it is adopted son. So yeah.
100%. Now,
So I do criticize Maresca on occasions. I do. People say I never criticize Maresca. Well, you got to listen to. I'm live on Chelsea Perspective and here a lot of times. I've criticized him throughout the season plenty of times.
yeah, 100%. Sales, major trophies won in the first century,
Mm.
English clubs, Chelsea 21, Manchester City 20, Manchester United 18, Liverpool 17, Arsenal 9 as always. Arsenal 9 as always.
Yeah, but there's some of those
Yes.
community shields. They put them
I saw
as
some
as
comments
trophies.
says let me
Yeah.
it says that nine said 7 of them are community shields.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, exactly right. We don't count community
No, no,
shields.
no, no, no. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't.
Yeah, we're number one now. I reposted that as well on my page, and yeah, we're number one, which is another bragging right in this century. We're number one.
Yeah, we are number 1 at the moment, and we could have won more. Anyway, let's not talk about our ex man. Poch should have won that cup against Liverpool. I don't know how the hell we lost against Liverpool academy players. I don't know how. Even right now, I'm still mad about it. I don't know why.
The way we played, we lost because of his style and the way he went, what he did at the end in that stoppage time. What he We know what he did, and then he lied after, blatantly lied after. So yeah, that's why we
Yeah,
lost.
it's annoying. It's annoying. But anyway, let's forget about Poch now. So since Chelsea are going to come up against a lot of deep defense, it's partly why Joao Pedro, has been signed. Enzo
Mhm.
Maresca regards his versatility as a way to unlock tight games. Enzo Fernandez development as a box crusher midfielder is another plus. What are your thoughts about this?
Like I told you with Jackson, he that's his weakness. Well, now Maresca's got someone though that's his strength. So yeah, look, that's exactly why he signed him. It was 100% a Maresca signing. Joao Pedro came out and said that he talked to Maresca for a couple of hours on the phone about it before he signed. So Maresca convinced him to come, and he would have come anyway. But he said just the way Maresca talked, and they talked for hours
Mm.
on the phone. Basically, fell in love straight away. So yeah, look, exactly that. Enzo Fernandez box crashing as well. The way he does it. Uh, yeah, we need that. We 100% need that, and I think that is another sort of area that who do we have if Enzo Fernandez gets injured or something? Who's that other midfielder to come in that's a ball crusher? Well, yeah, I think Enzo Maresca will probably work with Santos
Yeah,
on doing that. I think that'll be his role. He'll learn, I think, quite a bit of Enzo Fernandez to do that, to be that backup to Enzo Fernandez and do that to develop into that. I think he'll add him at that. He did a bit of that at Strasbourg. We saw him crash the box a few times. He scored quite a few goals. So I think he'll be the next one in that one. But he's still got a bit to learn, and I think he needs a lot of more fitness to get up to that level, Enzo Fernandez level in the Premier League, because the Premier League is a different league, as we know, from the French league. It's not nowhere the same. The intensity is much faster. The play is faster. You get closed down much faster. You gotta do like Enzo Fernandez. You gotta crash that box and make runs. So your fitness level has to be top, 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 top to run around all day like that. Like I kept saying, Enzo Fernandez, the top 10, 8 out of the top 10 GPS per game. Like he ran the most out of every Chelsea for the whole season. He's number one. He ran the most, covered the most kilometers. So that doesn't get noticed a lot or gets talked about a lot because a lot of people just see it as players on the field run, 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 run. They forget about the fitness part of the game. And people that haven't really played the game or that don't really know about that, how hard that is probably the hardest thing in football. One of the hardest things. There's a lot of people with talent that can pass the ball and run. The way you get to the highest level, you have to be elite at fitness, as in you got to be able to run and not get tired. It is so important. In the English Premier League, it's probably the number one over talent. You have to have that physical endurance to run and run and run and tackle and fall down and up. It is very important. Unfortunately, when I played, that was one of my weaknesses. I was a bit too lazy. But yeah, that's very important. Enzo Fernandez has mastered that. You saw the way he does that. Like I said, 8 out of the top 10. The only other player was close to him running K wise was Cucurella. Him and Cucurella were the top two. So yeah, that's very important. So yeah, I think we need that second guy that can do that. We don't really have anyone now that Santos has come in to do that. That'll be great. Hopefully he'll be ready when the season starts to do that. If something happens to Fernandez, hopefully he'll be ready and fills that role because I think that's one role we don't really have anyone to replace Enzo Fernandez. A lot of people hate Enzo Fernandez and say, "Oh, he's so easy to replace." No problem. Okay, tell me who can replace him in our squad that does what Enzo Fernandez does and runs that much and CM creates everything. Everything goes through him, crashes the box as well. I don't think we have another player that can replace him, to be honest.
yeah, I agree with you. Actually, we have some breaking right now. Just being posted by Absolute Chelsea. Says breaking Chelsea are said to be in talks with 7 to 10 big global companies over a long-term front of shirt sponsor, which could be worth 60 million a year. This is what we've been waiting for, and
Yep.
this ownership are so smart. They waited until we actually finish the club World Cup tournament, and after winning it, it makes more sense, bro. We can even get maybe 70 or more because we are now on top right now. So
Yep.
if you want to sponsor Chelsea, you need to pay more. I'm happy about it. So what are your thoughts, bro?
Exactly right. Smart businessmen. We know that's that's what they do. They're by waiting. Even if we didn't win it and we still, got like semi-final or something, it still would have been a big one anyway. It doesn't matter. But winning it, well, that takes it to another level. That's going to go up by 20%, whatever the fee was before. So don't be surprised if it's more than 60 million a year now. Before it was 40 million, now it's 50, then now 60, and now I bet you'll be after winning it. I don't be surprised if it's like closer to that 80 million mark. You never know, even more because now you're gonna have these big companies bidding. They'll be bidding for it. They'll be fighting each other to, and they're gonna raise it by a million, 2 million each to be that one. So it's a great position to be in. Smart move. It makes up for not having it. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of sponsors. And actually like the shirts that are clean. I always like them, especially the white one. That looks amazing without any sponsors. So I don't mind too much. But yeah, we're gonna get a big sponsor now. We're gonna get a lot of money from it as well, and not just for 1 year. It will be a long-term deal, and there will be a lot of money coming in.
100%, 100%. Just
I
to
wonder who will be though. We'll have to wait and see who will be.
just to follow on that, right? So we have also some news. Says Chelsea players are in line to earn bonuses in the region of 350 men for lifting the Club World Cup. Man, I think this is a nice gesture. I think this is nice, man.
Of course, this ownership has said you do it, you earn it, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get money if you do it. They're all these new contracts, all of them that they did. They're all incentivized. You do well, you're gonna get a lot of money. It's gonna go up a lot your pay because you're gonna get a lot of bonuses. They want players to be hungry and to do that, not to be comfortable like a Sterling on 300,000, 325 a week and just come
Yeah,
out and play and run around and score a goal every 10 games. And they don't want players like that anymore. They've seen it. They did that when they first came because they had no choice. They kind of had to sign a couple of those players. They don't want to do that. It's not a successful strategy. They changed it very quickly. 6 months later, they changed the strategy, completely changed it. Let's go to the strategy that we know that worked for us before, which they did in the baseball, like I said, and they changed it pretty quickly after they settled after the first 6 months to a year. So yeah, it's these players can still earn that. And as you can see, you win, you earn that. You're going to get that. They're going to get rewarded. That's what they always said. We're going to reward you, and you're going to get a very big reward if you do well. So,
man, I'm so happy about this. Actually, these players deserve this after uh, that fantastic performance in the Club World Cup. But this one I don't agree with, right? So they said Enzo Maresca will not be under pressure. It will not be under immediate pressure to deliver the Premier League title, and there is said to be recognition that Chelsea still have to work to do to catch up and overtake champions Liverpool, Manchester City, and Arsenal. For me personally, I don't think we are that far. But again, what are your thoughts about this? But you should put pressure always, but a good pressure, not a hard pressure. So what are your thoughts about this?
this is just, yeah, it's the pressure's still there. Don't
Yeah,
worry. What you think, Maresca, if we start and we lose the first 10 games, you think he won't be in trouble? Well, of course he will be. The pressure's there. He's taken a bit of the pressure off, and I think he's deserved that because of what we did this season. There will still be pressure there. Don't worry, but he still needs to finish, in the top four. There'll be pressure there, but he's earned a bit of respite, but he's not going to go backwards. He's not going to. I don't think that's going to
yeah.
happen. He has to go backwards quite a bit for him to lose his job. So, but I don't think that's going to happen. he's gonna be backed even more now, and he's gonna get even more players that he wants. So yeah, I don't mind that. I mean, that's just normal. Of course, he's kind of earned it, and we already knew. Even Maresca said, the ownership said it. Uh, this year we were not supposed. The plan was for next year to qualify. He had those 2 years. He had 2 years to qualify to get into the Champions League. So you know he's overachieved, and yes, winning the Club World Cup, we've overachieved as well, because top four was top five. I think top five, top six was the sort of the thing, and then next year to qualify for the Champions League. So yeah, he's overachieved definitely by winning the Club World Cup as well. Winning the Conference League, probably not. That was pretty much, we were pretty. Even though a lot of people said Betis will smash us in the final, well, that didn't happen. So yeah, that for me, that's not overachieved. I expected us to win that one. If something happened in the final and by luck we lose 1-0 or something, well, it can happen. But we saw what happened. We demolished them in the second half. So just like we did PSG. So no, he's still going to be under pressure. It's definite. He can't slack off. He's going to be under pressure, and he knows that. It's still Chelsea, it's still a big club. But yeah, he earned a little bit of a respite, obviously, by overachieving and doing so well. But he's a hungry man. He's not going to stop there. And these players will be much hungrier. He's going to be hungrier, and they're going to want to win more things.
I agree with you. For me personal, I think now the aim is going to be high, not low at the moment, because after winning the Conference League and also the Club World Cup, I think we are going to have a good season next season, because we actually added Delap and attacker, Joao Pedro, who was going to help us in terms of goal. Now Cole Palmer doesn't have a pressure to perform every game. And this is what I like about Enzo Maresca, right? That we don't depend on Cole Palmer all the time. So this is what I like about Enzo Maresca. And immediately that he likes players that will contribute to add 10 to 15 goals. Not one player score 50 goals in a year. Doesn't like that. He wants his attackers, all of them, to contribute so that we can do very well. So, bro, next season I think we're going to cook. But again, the players need their rest. They should come back fresh. Then we get overweight, because we still need you.
Nah, they'll be okay. They only got 3 weeks off. That's not much, so they're fine. They actually, they would have got 6, 7, 8 weeks off. Now they got only 3 weeks off, so they should be pretty good. But yeah, look, I think we'll be fine as well. I mean, if next season, say we finish third next season, would you see that as a failure next season, finishing third?
No.
Exactly. So I think no problem. Finishing third, it's probably one, not much, but a little step up. So, getting that top four again, I think that's crucial. Just staying in the Champions League, that's probably the what you want. You want to stay in the top four, and if he does next season, he'll still be here the season after. I have no doubt about it. If he finishes in that top four again, so in the cup, maybe getting to a quarterfinal, semi of FA Cup. You need a bit of luck with those, because it depends who you play in the earlier rounds and stuff like that. But Champions League, I don't have that big expectations. But I say if we get like a quarterfinal of a Champions League, minimum sort of like a quarterfinal, well, I'm actually pretty happy with that first time. The Champions League is not Club World Cup. It's over a long period of time. There's a lot more games. It's very different. It's not the same. You're going to come up as well. So, yeah, look, quarterfinal of Champions League and finishing third, for me, that's another little improvement. And the season after that, well, then you got to go that top two, try to win them as well. So, yeah, so my expectation for next season is probably get that third place at least, top, and quarterfinal Champions League minimum, maybe there. Sorry. And yeah, probably, again, quarterfinal, semi of like one of those, the Carabao Cup, not to maybe the FA Cup or the League Cup, but FA Cup semi-final as well. Maybe that's about it. I'm very happy with that. That would be another little tiny step. Look, of course, I want to win. If we can win it, we go for it, of course. But I wouldn't be upset, and I don't think that would be a failure on Maresca's part, all these players, by say finishing third or getting quarterfinal, semi-final of a Champions League, I have no problem with that. I'm happy with that. I think that's another little tiny step forward.
Yeah, I agree with you.
What do you
So
think, Tobago? Would you be okay with that? Third next season and quarterfinal of Champions League.
third next season and win the Champions League. I know, I
So
know.
if he doesn't win the Champions League, you're gonna be
People say
Maresca
I'm
out.
dreaming, right?
No,
No,
you're
no,
not
no, no, no,
dreaming.
no,
No, that's very
no,
possible.
no, no,
We
no.
play very well in cups.
Yeah,
It's very
That's why,
possible.
like I said, now we have the motivation to do well, and after seeing what we can do right now, I think we can challenge a lot of teams. Yes, sometimes we must struggle,
Yep.
but like you said, quarterfinal, semi-final in the Champions League, I'll be happy. But if you go to the semi-final or the final, bro, final is all about winning the trophy, and that's why I said I was pissed losing against Liverpool the way we did. Under Thomas Tuchel, we lost even against Liverpool. I was also pissed that we lost those games because if you check those games, Pulisic, the other game, had an opportunity to win us that game. The other game, Mason Mount had a chance to win
Yeah,
that
yeah.
game. They bottled it. So
Let's not
that's
forget
why.
our friend Gallagher missed like 2 open chances because that's that was
Oh,
Poch's star
I,
player.
I remember that, man. Bro, come on. So overall, like you said, bro,
So
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
top three.
No, we've got the quality. And
Uh,
I trust Maresca. If we get to a final, well, then I'm backing Maresca to win that final. You can trust him because you know he's going to set up very well against that. But like I said, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be the end of the world. I wouldn't be if we get
mm,
a quarterfinal and we lose in the quarterfinal against Bayern Munich 1-0, 2-1, whatever, and we lose. It can happen. It's football. I wouldn't be
mm,
Maresca out or nothing. I saw some people on the timeline saying if Maresca next season doesn't win the Champions League and doesn't win the Premier League, he needs to go. I'm like, oh my goodness, seriously already. Like, come
um,
on, people, seriously. It's not that straightforward.
bro, we are.
There could be a lot of reasons for that. Palmer might be out all season. Maybe Joao Pedro might get injured. There could be so many variables of what can happen. You might get an unlucky goal, unlucky call. There's could be so many things over a long season. So that's why I like what I said. If we can get at least a quarterfinal and finish that top four, third will be good. Anything higher will be very good. I'm happy with that. The only way you sack Capella Maresca like Imagine Maresca is if he really regresses. Yeah. So you got to finish sixth, finish outside the top six, and then you lose you get out of the group stage in the Champions League. Well, then maybe the pressure's a bit too much, and you lose properly, as in you lose those games. You don't just because it's luck you didn't win or something. You get beaten properly. Well, then yes, that's completely different. But I don't see that happening. But I'm just saying otherwise, like these people saying, "Oh, now that he's won the Club World Cup, he needs to win the Champions League and the Premier League, or he's out." Of course, these are the people that said these are people that hate Clear Lake, hate Maresca.
Yeah,
Of course, they're going to say that. But I'm just saying that's wrong. You can't say that. I'm sorry. It's he deserves that next year as well, 100%. If he finishing top four next season, quarterfinal, I would 100% he deserves that the year after as well. No problem for me.
yeah. Those people are clearly league out, especially even the Strasbourg fans. Now they're going to laugh clearly. Also, I don't care about their opinion because Strasbourg at the moment is doing very well because of clearly. So
Yeah, unfortunately, there's the little corner of the fan base that
so
doesn't matter what they'll do, they'll always
let me
be
answer this
out.
call.
Go for it. Yeah, unfortunately, with the Strasbourg, we know they do that little protest every game, but it's it's getting very small, that little section, and don't be surprised next year or the year that you won't see that anymore. I can understand some of them. The reason they're saying it's a little bit different from what, say, some of ours are saying. That's very different. They're a little club. They like the city. They like their club. They want to have players that are there always, and they know the players. Like this, for some of them, and this is the part I understand. They want to have players that they grow like a relationship with, that stay there and they play there for 10 years. That might not happen against with this new ownership. Yeah, they're going to be much more successful, but that might not happen because those players will move to bigger. It'll be a bit different. Before they had, 25, 30-year-olds coming in, staying there, playing till 36, and they had like a small club mentality. They do that, and they liked that. They didn't want to change that. So I can understand that side of it, but it's still a bit excessive the way they're still doing protests. I mean, it's getting a bit, even that's getting a bit ridiculous. You got to just, they're not leaving. Clear Lake are not leaving. So just
Yeah, I
embrace
agree
it.
with you.
Yeah, okay, you did a protest for a year. You did that sign that you protest, but I think it's time to grow and move on with that as well because that's not changing.
Yeah, exactly, but I don't think that is changing at the moment. That's why I said Strasbourg are much better because of Clay League. Now Chelsea, now Clay League is here because our former owner was sanctioned. It's not a Clay League problem that Roman Abramovich was sanctioned. So at the end of the day, they came to Chelsea to help us because if they didn't come, the club might be what you call what I was about. The club might still not existing at
Liquidated,
the moment.
bankrupt.
Yes, yes, exactly. Because they gave us a time frame to complete the takeover. So at the end of the day, they are here, and I didn't want the Ricketts family. So I'm glad the Ricketts are not here. The Ricketts family, I didn't want them. Also, I wanted the Saudi. The Saudis, but now we have the Clay League, and I'm happy about it. So let's give them a chance, guys. I know some of you don't like them, but let's give them a chance because they're here to be successful. They are multi-billionaires for everything. They're not multi-billionaires because they just wake up to be there. No, no, they work hard very well to be here. So come on, guys,
And
come
yes,
on.
they want to make money as well. And yeah, of course they want to make money. They're not, it's a different, completely different ownership. Abramovich had his own money. That is extremely rare. That's not going to happen again. And even Abramovich was still in charge of this club, would be in big trouble because I love Abramovich. I always will love him, but with the PSR rules and the new rules, he would have had no idea how to go around that and work around that. It would have been very hard for him to put his own money into that. Is just not possible anymore. It's very hard to do. So yeah, look, I think they've done very well. I think the plan has worked. I was happy with the plan from the start. The rebuild, the young, going young and doing it this way, I think it's what's needed, and it will set us up for success for a long period of time. So and yes, they do need to make money, so they will sell players. And this is what fans are upset because we're turning over. Yeah, we buy some of these young players and then we sell them 2 years later for a profit. But what is wrong with that? That is making money for the club, and you're getting rid of the players that are quite good enough. They're moving them on, and what's wrong with making a profit on them? There's absolutely nothing wrong. It's a business. Those players are making money because they're moving on. They're getting new contracts and they're getting bonuses. It's a business. Everybody uses everyone. The players use the club use the player. It's a business. This is how it works. It all and in modern football, this system is very, very effective. They're very smart the way they did it. And now all clubs are taking notes. They've been taking and trying to start copying it very much. So yes, they changed the rules basically. Premier League had to change a lot of rules because of Chelsea, what they did, and yeah, it's coming to fruition now. It's working. It was always going to take 4 or 5 years. It was going to take a while, but when it works, well, then you've got 10 years of players in their prime playing at the top level. Well, that should bring a lot of success, both financially and on the field. And these owners actually spend a lot of people don't see it, but they spend a lot of money. They put their money down to make the club better in facilities, players, a lot of in a lot of areas they put money where money is typically not seen as much. All those areas they put a lot of money. Our gym, for example, there's only 2 gyms in the world that have the
Exactly.
equipment we have. The most expensive gym in the world, which is like 20,000 a week. Sorry, 20,000 a month membership. And Chelsea Football Club went and bought all those machines and put it for the players at Chelsea Football Club. They spent so much money to make the players better, to make them feel better. That's what I'm saying. People don't see this stuff, but they invest a lot of money to make the players better and happier. And that is very important. And if you really grasp that and see they're doing that, well, I don't know what more you want, to be honest. And brings now that success is with that. Now some people are jumping back on, which is fine. You can jump back on. Some of them don't deserve to jump back on because, yeah, they shouldn't. But some can. Some criticize, but they criticize in a civilized way, not in a crazy, hate, disgusting way. There's a way to criticize. So some are welcome back, some are not, unfortunately.
I agree with you. I agree with you. So we have Robert Sanchez. News says Robert Sanchez will fight it out for the number one t-shirt with Philip Jorgensen next season. Chelsea are unlikely to sign a goalkeeper this summer. So, what are your thoughts about this? Because I think I gave my opinion yesterday that if they want to keep Sanchez, I'm fine with it. Because at the end of the day, he deserves another chance.
Look, he deserves it. Definitely deserves it. We know he's still going to make mistakes because that's we saw in the
Yeah,
final at the end. He decided to do it, I think, just for fun.
exactly.
Yeah, he wanted to do a Cruyff turn and out of his box against the pressing player. Yep, that was pretty funny. He will still have those moments. He'll still do it, but his shot stopping, I've never questioned his shot stopping because he's always been a stopper, even at Brighton, everywhere. He's been an amazing shot stopper, always one of the top 5 in the league, like as in for shot stopping percentages. He's been very good always at that. It's the concentration IQ moments when they're with his feet that's the problem. So is he going to get
Yeah.
that out of a game? No, he's never going to get that out of his game. Not how we play and not how high percentage we play like that. He's still going to have an error like that in him. So the only way we upgrade him is if we can find someone that's a world-class goalkeeper that you sign
World class
and you
goalkeeper.
upgrade it. Otherwise, there's no point replacing him. You let him with Jorgensen fight it out, like you said there. Otherwise, there's no point. Penders as well will be coming back probably the season after. Depends how he goes as well. So, yeah, if there's an opportunity out there, like AKA Megnan, we still don't know the truth what really happened there anyway. Yeah, they'll go for it. But if there's not, there's no point. There's no point getting another keeper that's the same level or just below or like Sanchez. If you're gonna buy a keeper, you have to really upgrade on him like a lot, and it's pretty hard at the moment. Who are you gonna do that with? There's not many keepers out there you can do that with that are available or you can get or maybe want to come here. So we don't know. It's like I said, there's a lot of people just say sign him, sign him, sign him, bring him, no problem. It doesn't work like that in the real world. It's not that simple.
Mm.
So yeah, one thing I know, they will look, and if Maresca there's a keeper out there that is way better than Sanchez, he will look to sign him. If not, he'll keep Sanchez for now.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think we should buy, like you said, the similar goalkeeper thing. All we need to do is get a world class um, goalkeeper. So for me personally, we don't need a goalkeeper unless we do that. If we don't do that, don't waste any money by just signing a goalkeeper for the sake of signing him. I'll be mad. I'll be mad because
Yeah, exactly.
we signed so many goalkeepers. Kaka
And
Slonina,
there's no real
we
world
signed.
class goalkeeper. I can only think of two, to be honest, that probably I would sign. Magnan, yes. Like I said, we don't know if what happened is true because the reports came out with all those bids, and then one of the big reporters came out the end and said we never bid for him at all. We just inquired.
Mm,
So who's telling the truth there? We don't know. Um, and the other one is probably Diego Costa from Porto, the,
Porto.
the Portuguese number one. He's probably the other one that good with his feet, that can world class plays for Portugal. Obviously, for me, he's world class because big team Portugal in Portugal. Portuguese starting goalkeeper won the league with Portugal. So yeah, look, only those two. Now, can you get Diego Costa? I don't know if he's available or if they're going to sell him. They probably would, but you're probably going to have to pay a world record fee
60,
to get him.
60 or
Probably
more.
more. I wouldn't be surprised if it's more Tobago, especially now that how Portugal won the league, the Nations League and stuff, and the World Cup coming up next year. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's probably a Kepa fee. I would not be surprised because there's not that many goalkeepers like that. There's not many, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's like I said, Kepa fee, which is fine. They would probably pay that for him if we can get him, but we don't know if he's available or what's happening. Him and Magnan again. Magnan would be perfect. Yeah, he's older, so there's nothing much resale value wise or anything, but for the next 3-4 years, he'll still probably do a very good job. He's 30, I think. So yeah, you give him a 4-year contract to 34. For a keeper, you can always go a little bit older with the keeper. But yeah, you don't want to overpay for a guy like that that's got nothing on his contract. But again, we don't know what happened there. If it's true that we bid all those bids, or was that just Milan making that up? Because, like I said, there was
Mhm.
mixed reports at the end. I can't remember who came out, which big reporter. I think it was Ornstein after said we were interested in him, but we never actually officially bid anything. So yeah, I'm not sure what happened there with that one. So well, I think that one's still a wait to see. You never know with that one what happens by the end of the transfer window. There's still a long time to go to the end of the transfer window, but if not, we stay with Sanchez. Simple as that, and Jorgensen.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. So says nobody running Chelsea is getting too carried away by winning the Club World Cup. The message to the players is well done on a fantastic achievement. Now enjoy your holidays and stay humble. I agree with this statement because as much as we won the Club World Cup, it's for us now to rest, refresh your mind, your body, and everything after a very, very, very successful season that we had. Now we need to back after 3 weeks for forecast to the new season. So I think it's a good message. So what are your thoughts before you move
Yeah,
on?
yeah, and that's important. I'm sure Maresca's he's very good with that. Ownership are very good with that, it seems as well. So yeah, definitely stay humble. That's very important. Yeah, it's a learning experience for these. They are still young. Most of them are very young, and most of them never won anything like this or anything close to it. So
Hmm.
yeah, stay humble. But we've got now those leaders in the dressing room. We said we didn't have before. Now some of those, are created into leaders. You know, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, Cucurella, even though sometimes he's a bit funny. Um, Tossin's there. Sanchez, even though I think he's a bit of a leader. You see it when he sometimes with the players. So we've created those leaders that can make sure those other younger players that might get overreact or get a bit like they're saying they get a bit too carried away. Well, we got those players now to bring them back in, no problem, in my opinion. And Maresca, of course.
100%, 100%. I think we have two, or not two actually, we have the Rogers one that I've been talked about. But before that, let me share this one because I want us to talk about Rogers. Seems like Rogers is still on the Chelsea's thinking thoughts. So according to my closest, Chelsea will keep trying to sign the best young talent with a view to grow a squad that can be ultimately become one of the best and most consistent in Europe as per the vision set up by the co-controlling owners, Bali, and the sporting director, Lawrence Stewart, and Paul Wistendi. So, and also just to go there, and then they also say this. It says Chelsea believe they can build a dynastic with their current strategy that will give the club the best possible chance to become serial winners. So, what are your thoughts about this?
Well, yeah, that was the plan all along.
All
That they
along.
changed when they changed it. That was the plan. That's exactly what they wanted to do. That's why they made the contracts like that. The players they were targeting were like that, and you're starting to see that now. It's we're not quite there yet because I don't think we're there. Yeah, we won the World Cup, but we're not quite there. I'm talking about as over a long season, winning the Premier League cups, yeah, like competitions like that, yeah, very much so, no problem. But as in 36 games Premier League, it's still not. We're not quite there. We still need probably two or three, maybe two, maybe at least minimum two additions like we said, maybe world class goalkeeper. Personally, I still think another centre back, and yeah, maybe another sort of versatile forward, maybe three players. We're probably still three players away from reaching that level where we can do that, say that, and do that. Because if we don't, until we win that Premier League, and like I said, cup competition, I think we'll do well because the way America sets up the team, I think we'll always do well in the cup competitions. But the Premier League is very important. So till we reach that and win that one, and we're consistently up there and winning it, yeah, then we can say that till that happens. But I still think we're probably a year away at least from that. I don't expect us to win it next season. I wouldn't be surprised if we do, but the season after, I expect us to be, when those players, most of them are 25, 26 in their primes. Yeah, that's going to be very hard to stop some of those players, and they'll still be the players together. And I like this part of the project because you keep the best. Yeah, people say we bought so many players, we turned to,
Mm.
well, that was always the plan. You don't keep the ones that are not going to make it. You move them on, but at least you
Exactly.
move them on and you don't lose money, and you can spend more money and buy better ones. And if they don't make it, well, you move them on as well, and you keep going till you get it right, until you have a big squad of all really, really, really good, strong players that can play together in the system.
Mm.
That's the plan. Yeah, some people don't like it, but if that's going to bring you sustained success for the like 10 years in a row, well, you do it. Simple as that. I'm a fan of it. I think it's, like I said earlier, I think people want to be, some people want to have a connection with players. They want a player to be there 10, 20 years. And then we signed like a Noni Namadawake, and then 2 years late, 2.5 years later, he's out the window, and they're crying because that's their favorite player. Well, I'm sorry. Then you're a fan of the player, not a fan of the club. So yeah, if you're a fan of the club, this this is the way to do it. Uh, I get it. Some people are just emotionally attached to some players, but you can't look at it that way in modern football. This is not 1990s where players stay at a club for 20 years. That doesn't happen very rarely much anymore, unfortunately.
I
Although
agree with you. Some will
players like Caicedo, you can see that happening. There's
into.
players that will do that. Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, some of these players will stay. Maybe not Enzo, because some of the Spanish players are always going to get attracted to Real Madrid or Barcelona. But if not, they'll stay here their whole career. So you will have those attachments to the players, but they don't want to keep players around that don't want to be here. One, and two, are not good enough. Simple as that.
Mm.
And there's nothing wrong with that at all.
100%, 100%. So this is the last item that we have. Rogan Rogers is another creative player that Chelsea admire. Actually, if we still have Josh Shields, I
Oh yeah.
think I think Rogers might be there on the table as well. So let's see what will happen. And big up to Cole Palmer says Jackson's gone, Gungu too. So why are you saying that? Why did you say that, bro? Let us know, Cole Palmer. Let us know. By the way, thank you, Cole Palmer, for those goals against PSG. That was wonderful. That
Yeah,
was
he's
wonderful.
plays well in finals, doesn't he? He does well in finals. He might not, some games he's not as consistent as he was, which I think that will change next season. But as he gets more comfortable in the system with the players around him, I think that will change again next season. I think he's gonna have a big season again. But in finals, wow, he's got some record in finals for England, and for obviously for England and for the Chelsea and for Man City at a youth levels as well. So I think he scored 8 goals in 6 finals or something like that. All the finals he's ever been in, which is a crazy record.
Yeah, and I think he had 3 assists as well.
Yep. So that's
Look at
crazy
this.
numbers. Crazy numbers for
You
finals.
see,
Yeah.
this is not the real Cole.
Well, I think we know that.
Yeah, we're just making fun here, bro.
You never know. You
Yeah,
never know. He might be bored. He's on holidays now. You never know.
yeah, we never know. We never know. So, anyway, anything you'd like to add, Dante, before we wrap it up?
Yeah, just Morgan Rogers there. Yeah, look, he will make a great addition. Like we said earlier, it just depends on price and if Aston Villa are willing to sell him to us, he would definitely come to Chelsea because he's on the Chelsea pages. He's with their best mates, Palmer and all those guys.
Mm,
They're very good friends, all of them. So uh, you saw a lot. He liked a lot and he commented a lot on that Club World Cup win. So he's very much would come. It's just can we get him and how much they want for him and etc. It's not quite that straightforward, but he's definitely on our list. I guarantee he's on our list. He's been before, like you said, Joe Shields. He's definitely on that list. He's there, but things have to fall into place for that to happen.
yeah, 100%, 100%,
Other
100%.
than that, nothing. Very happy, and we're going to be happy, like I said, for a long time. Till we start the season, we're going to be very happy and brag about being club world champions. I already changed. I put world champions on my X account on my profile. So yeah,
I think I need to do that as well. Uh, okay, he said this. I said Jackson is gone because Maresca used Joao Pedro and Delep up front during the Club World Cup. Nah, 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 nah. Let's see what will happen. But we have this interesting news. Would you take Isak is available because seems like Liverpool are one Isak, right? Newcastle one Iketike. So will you go for Isak if you sell Jackson? For personally, I don't think Chelsea will do that. 140 million for him. That's a lot, man.
he's not a. It won't. Newcastle don't want to sell him. First of all, no chance for them to sell him. They need him.
No, no, I think they might if they sign Hugo Ekitike, I think they'll sell him.
I don't think that's the plan. The plan is to have him as well and play with him and Ekitike. That is the plan for them. Not to. They don't want to sell him. And like you said, if they do, they have to get a world record fee for him if they sell him. So I, I don't
And
think he's worth that much, to be honest. He's not a world record fee kind of player for me. He's a very, very good player. If we had, I would probably play up, close to that at 90 million and maybe even 100, but not 140 plus. So that, that's ridiculous. Uh, yeah, they want him and to keep. That's what they want. But I don't think that will happen. Ekitike, will he go to Newcastle? I don't think so, to be honest. I don't think he would go to Newcastle. Uh, would he go to Liverpool? Yes, 100% he would go to Liverpool if they're after him. So, yeah, I don't know if we're still in for him or not. We don't know. We know he's on our list, of course, but obviously that could have changed with João Pedro now. So, look, it's a long transfer window to go. We don't know what happens. Say we get an offer of 70 million for Jackson or 80 million or whatever our valuation 100 million is, well then maybe we sell Jackson and then we can go for Ekitike for that price or put that towards Isaac. But I think it's too late for that now. I don't think that will happen. Jackson has to go for that to happen.
yeah, I agree with
And
you
I don't think
because
Jackson's leaving.
even
Cole Palmer said there because, yeah, but that's just 2 games he started. So it's a long season, a lot of games, like Premier League. Yeah, it's a lot of games. And Jackson is a fighter. He said he wants to stay and fight for his place. And I think that's what we want. We want that for that attitude and to have the depth as well because injuries happen a lot. So yes, we definitely need to keep Jackson.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
At least for next year, at least for one
His
more year to see
scenes
how he
could
reacts. Yeah.
100%, 100%. Look at this guy. It says, I'm selling my YouTube channel with 2.8k subscribers. At the moment, I'm not interested. What about you, Dante?
No, I'm not interested in kiss scene chronicles. No, I don't want to see kiss scenes in movies. I think that's what he's about. Maybe I don't know. No, no, no. We're football. We're football related only. No, I don't need a YouTube channel. I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah, 100%, 100%, 100%. So this guy actually says, let me read this. It says, the owners needs to stay away from Garnacho.
Another
I'm not
one.
sure because I'm not the owners. I'm not sure
Yeah,
because I'm not the owners.
yeah. Look, like we said earlier, Garnacho is hated. That's simple as that. People hate him because of how he reacts. But yeah, don't be surprised he ends up in a Chelsea shirt on a loan for the season. I wouldn't be surprised, like Sancho, and don't surprise he does pretty well. Not too bad either. So yeah, would you still hate him if he joins Chelsea and is in the Chelsea shirt? Would you support him or would you still hate him? That's the question, Cole Palmer.
That's the question, called Palmer. So anyway, I think we wrap up everything that regarding Chelsea. So if we get some news today, tomorrow we'll do another stream. But tomorrow I want to do a Blue Coast stream. So thank you, Dante, for watching. I really appreciate it to joining me in the panel. We had Cole Palmer now. We had Keith Sint. We had DJ Bobo that are watching. We had Anopa. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please kindly subscribe to the channel. Update Charles. See you in the next one. Peace.
Peace, guys. Take care.